We never hear him talk. Because you don't do.
Your physique
You can't talk. You can't talk.
Now.
You
got
can't talk.
no muscles, so his muscles gone. His voice is gone.
Hey, look at it. Look at that. Hey,
talk that shit.
This is gone.
Hey, you can't train that. You can't train that jaw. You gonna get fucked.
Oh my God.
All I'm saying is,
Bill, what was said yesterday?
what the hell?
Devin needed his daddy here.
Happened to Ryan Garcia. This is not the same Ryan Garcia.
No.
At all.
No.
I got
Rolly,
multiple personalities.
Listen, everyone tune
I got
in.
multiple
Make
personalities.
This is going to be
And you don't want to see the crazy one. You don't want to see the crazy personality.
Wait, listen.
Anyways, we did been doing some research for Mario. He fought Keith Thurman with 10-ounce gloves. We don't want that. We want 8-ounce.
What's that?
Keith Thurman, he fought him with 10-ounce gloves. We want 8-ounce. So we want to know what decision you're gonna make. Are you gonna do 8-ounce or 10-ounce? I want it 8. I want to go at it straight up.
Oh, 8?
We want the danger.
It's already determined. We already got our 8 ounces.
Okay, so we're doing 8.
Are you
Let's
kidding?
go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay, well, I don't know who we're gonna, but we're doing 8-ounce. That's what we get.
Oh no, 8.
There you go. 8-ounce or 10-ounce. He picked 8. So we're not even gonna give it to him. Actually, you know what? You heard me your decision.
All right. All right.
Let's go.
Devin Haney crashed the press conference energy like an uninvited plot twist, turning the moment from promo talk into real tension in a heartbeat.
I'm not a
You and your son is some bitches. You the biggest bitch out of all of them. You a big bitch. That's why you was a big right. You a bitch. You a little bitch. You a bitch.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Get him. Get him.
I love it. Bill brings it out of me, though.
Be a fraction of Ryan Garcia that we saw.
Hey, I don't give a f*** what you say, Bill.
A whole bit of it.
There they are. WBC. Woo! Yeah. Whatever. WBC. Yeah.
Do I have to?
Oh, this one's for Wally, but we'll save that. We'll save Joe's first.
Oh boy. Trainer, right?
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
You already did. The program.
I hope.
The trader. Joe Goosey. There you go. There you go for you. Wally somewhere. What is that? I don't know where you're at.
This press conference had flashes where you could see the best version of Ryan Garcia leak through the noise, and it always happens in the same moments, when he stops performing and starts sounding personal.
At the end of the day, you know, I know what I went through after the Haney situation, the scandal, all that. I don't really want to get into it too much, but it did take a toll on me. They wanted me to try to force a fight, and I did, and I was uninterested, and the performance showed. But that's just how it is. In order to be a great quarterback like Tom Brady, you have to forget what happened and worry about the next play. And that's what I am. This is the next play.
The way he talked about being locked in, about his body not being invincible, about coming back to the people who molded him. That wasn't promo Ryan, that was fighter Ryan. And that version always hits harder.
Play. I got to go grab that title. I'm hungry. I'm excited. And I'm ready to put on a show. To me, it's all the show. I want to put on the best show possible. And you guys are going to get a great fight. This guy, he ain't going to lay down. And I actually got to be more careful for him. If I'm sleeping, he'll be my. So right now, I'm super locked in. And you're going to see, obviously, the best version of myself that you've ever seen.
When he jokes, hands out props, calls it mano a mano, and then suddenly snaps into this is a must win, you feel that switch flip. That's when Ryan is dangerous. He's always been at his best when emotion sharpens his focus instead of hijacking it, and you could hear that hunger underneath the laughs.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And I'm truly honored. I'm really honored to be part of this huge fight. This is how it's supposed to be. I didn't like it last time around. There's a lot of other people on the stage. This is one-on-one, mano-a-mano. This is how it's supposed to be done. One main event.
You're 27 years old, but coming off that recent loss, you said to me earlier, you don't want to get that third.
How important? That shit don't even sound good.
How important is this fight?
2 is cool. 3 is too much. You know what I mean? 2, okay, I could work with that. I could build, 3 is like, damn, you really lose. So, I don't want to get this third loss at all. He don't want to get it. It's debatable that he lost his last fight, but, it was called a draw. But you know, at the end of the day, I think we don't want to lose, and we're both at this moment, so that's why I think this is going to be a very sleeper fight.
Then the whole thing pivots once Mario Barrios steps in, because Barrios doesn't sell moments, he survives them. His calm, almost dismissive tone is low-key confidence, the kind that says, I've been here with bigger names and tougher nights.
That we're going to get a Ryan that's 100%, and you know, that makes me happy to hear. So, you know, when I will put on the 21st, there ain't going to be no excuses. But yeah, you know, like you said, y'all know what I get. I mean, y'all know what y'all get when I step in the ring. I don't quit on my knee. You know, I always, you know, go out there and...
Haney said the same thing, literally line for line.
Anyways.
He got it to work.
You're going to get it. Like, for the boxing fans are going to get a great fight. And, you know, this ain't a fight that you guys want to miss. Thank you.
And when Joe Goosen talks about bringing 120% while Ryan brings 100, that's not trash talk. That's a warning about pace, rounds, and attrition. The tension spikes when Ryan brings up loyalty, old camps, and hurt feelings. Because now this isn't just skills, it's memory versus momentum.
Again, thank you for the time we had together, guys, and I know it's going to be a great fight. I know you're working hard.
How could you, Joe? That's messed up.
Pardon?
I said, how could you? That's messed up.
What's messed up?
You know what I said? I mean, just can't believe you're doing this to me. That's insane.
What?
You hurt my heart.
Well, I'm still not sure.
You broke my heart. It's over. It's over. We're done.
Again?
We're done. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you again.
Now, how did I do that?
You just broke my heart. Just move on.
You've got Henry Garcia talking father-son destiny, Goosen talking pure business, and Barrios quietly reminding everyone he keeps getting up no matter how ugly it gets. The gloves debate, the cuts talk, the jokes, the awkward laughs. All of it builds one truth. This isn't a clean chess match. It's going to be messy, physical, and emotional. Ryan's best moments come from belief and urgency. Barrios' best moments come when fights turn uncomfortable. And when those two collide, the press conference stops being theater and starts feeling like a preview.
So the 147-pound weight class is serious business. And like I said before, watching Ryan right now, you know, puts a smile on my face, because I think we're gonna see the old Ryan that we've seen in the ring, who is determined, who is strong, who wants to go out there and just knock your head off.
And the energy slides perfectly from the stage chaos into the studio honesty once Chris Algieri starts talking, because now the noise drops and the uncomfortable truth creeps in. Chris doesn't even bother pretending this is about deserving anymore. He flat out says Ryan Garcia doesn't earn a title shot off a loss, and then immediately shrugs like, yeah, welcome to boxing. Stars don't wait their turn. And he's right. We can complain, tweet, argue morality all day, but when Ryan Garcia walks into the room, eyeballs follow, tickets move, and suddenly rules get flexible. What I like is how Algieri doesn't sugarcoat Ryan either. He calls him the wild card he is. Reminds you that one version of Ryan drops Devin Haney like it's a glitch in the Matrix, and another version sleepwalks into the Rolly Romero fight like he left the oven on at home.
Yes, of course. And is he deserving? No, absolutely not. We all know that. We know that. He knows that. You can't go off of losses and go right into world title fights. It's you know, it's laughable. But when you're a superstar, and Ryan is that, he's a global star, you can do that. Manny Pacquiao comes out of retirement, 5 years, steps right into a world title fight. Okay, you know, like, yeah, is it right? No. Does he deserve it? No. But does it happen? Yes. And does it work? Yes. And is this going to work? Yes. So it is what it is.
That's the entire fight right there. Not Ryan versus Mario Barrios, but Ryan versus consistency. And when Chris breaks down Barrios, there's no hype, just reality. Basic, solid, durable, and that's exactly why he's dangerous. Basic fighters don't beat themselves. They wait. They let you make decisions. Algieri nails it when he says if Ryan doesn't show up sharp, Basic will absolutely embarrass Brilliant. But then he flips it again, because if Ryan times that left hook like he did against Haney, the night could end early, violently and quietly. That's the tension. That's why we're all watching, even while admitting the math doesn't add up. Chris keeps circling it like a warning sign. You can't predict Ryan because Ryan doesn't always know who he's bringing to the ring. And that's not disrespect. That's the most honest scouting report in boxing. This fight isn't about rankings, belts, or narratives. It's about whether chaos finally grows discipline, or discipline calmly outlasts chaos under the lights.
And I think the implications for the winner here, especially if it's Ryan, are huge. So, but again, Ryan is one of the biggest question marks in the game. super talented guy, but sometimes does not show up. Rolly Romero, you know, people were talking about him walking through Rollies like it was nothing, and then he ends up taking a loss, getting dropped and losing. So there's I don't know exactly who's going to win this fight, because that's when it comes to Ryan, any prediction you make, it can go completely the opposite way.
And the handoff from Algieri's studio logic into Conor Benn's street-level honesty is smooth because Conor doesn't analyze Ryan Garcia like a pundit. He reacts like a fighter who's lived through chaos and knows what it smells like. When he says he's leaning Barrios because Ryan is a liability, that's not hate, that's a diagnosis. Ben isn't questioning talent, he's questioning reliability, and in boxing, that's a much colder critique. He flat out says consistency beats everything, and that's where Mario Barrios starts looking dangerous without saying a word. Barrios doesn't need viral moments, he needs rounds, rhythm, and someone across from him who might blink. And when Conor talks about Ryan's adversity, you can hear the empathy, but also the warning. He's basically saying, I know how hard it is to come back when life punches at first, and if you don't have the right people around you, it shows in the ring.
Ryan or Barrios, who are you favoring?
Barrios, I think Ryan will... Oh man, I think Barrios is going to do it. I just think Ryan's a liability, you just don't know what to expect, and I feel like in a game where you have to be consistent, Barrios is consistent, and consistency beats anything else, you know, but I think I'd like to do Rolly in May. Rolly in May at the O2 Arena.
That's a good fight.
I think so. I think it sells out the O2 Arena in, you know, a couple of days.
That Rolly Romero fight comes up for a reason. Ben doesn't dwell on the knockdowns or the optics. He says Ryan wasn't prepared, full stop. Then he drops the line that really changes the temperature. Training with your dad in the living room doesn't inspire confidence at this level. Not because fathers can't coach, but because accountability changes when comfort creeps in. Ben frames Barrios as the opposite energy, a guy fighting for pride, for legacy, for the hard stuff that doesn't trend. And yeah, that fighting for clicks versus fighting for meaning contrast hits because it's uncomfortable, not because it's dramatic. Conor isn't saying Ryan Garcia can't win. He's saying the version that smashed Haney needs to show up, not the version still negotiating with his own discipline. That's the tension. Barrios doesn't need to be spectacular. He just needs to be himself for 12 rounds. And if Ryan wavers even a little, Ben's read is clear. Steady hands usually beat fast hands when the night gets long.
Is he prepared now? You know, he looks unbelievable in the Haney fight. He smashed Haney to pieces. You know, so hopefully he pulls himself together, or has pulled himself together. The fact that he's training with his dad in his living room doesn't give me good signs. He's making influencer money. So why is he gonna choose to do a hard sport where you have, you know, true hard fighting Mexican like Barrios, who's coming and fighting with pride, fighting with his balls, fighting with dignity, fighting for legacy. Very different for someone who's fighting for clicks and views.
And just when Conor Ben framed the whole thing like a therapist diagnosing instability versus discipline, Rolly Romero kicks the door in and says, nah, I'm not here to diagnose anything. I'm here to laugh at the uncertainty. That's classic Rolly. He doesn't pretend to know which Ryan Garcia is showing up. He weaponizes the fact that nobody knows. When he shrugs and says, what are you guys expecting? That's not dodging the question, that's him pointing at the chaos and saying this is the fight. And when he jokes that Ryan might still have PTSD from him, that's Rolly mixing humor with pressure, because buried under the jokes is the reminder that the Romero fight exposed something real. He keeps circling the same idea from different angles. Unpredictability isn't mystique, it's risk. I laughed when he cracked the streaming jokes in the bank account running dry line. But that's Rolly doing what Rolly does best, poking at image versus reality.
We're uncertain what kind of Ryan we're going to get, right? Like what kind of, well, how's he going to see him come into the fight? Conor Ben said that. Albert said that we don't know what to expect, what kind of Ryan. If we get a Ryan, obviously focused and training, he could beat a good fighter versus Barrio. So what do you think?
I don't know what I think, you know, like I said.
Gotta give me something, Rolly.
I tell you, for all we know, he might still have PTSD from me.
Think so?
Yeah.
Would you come out on a stream with him? Because now he's streaming. Would you be on a stream with Ryan?
Oh, sounds like the bank account's running dry.
He's basically saying Ryan lives in content mode, and boxing doesn't care about content when the bell rings. Then he pivots back to the actual fight and, without breaking character, reinforces what Ben already hinted at. Consistency matters. You don't need to hate Ryan to question whether he's locked in. Rolly doesn't even argue it, he just keeps saying, I don't know, and somehow that lands harder than a prediction. Even when Mario Barrios comes up, Rolly doesn't hype him like a salesman, he frames him like a known quantity. Pride, aggression, dignity, no mystery. That contrast does all the talking. And the funniest part is Raleigh refusing to commit to outcomes, telling everyone to stop predicting and just watch the show, because that's actually honest. He's not selling certainty, he's selling volatility. Whether he's joking about free bottles, sidestepping serious questions, or half-trolling Ryan's preparation, the message stays the same. If Ryan shows up focused, he's dangerous. If not, the sport eats him alive. Raleigh isn't choosing sides. He's reminding you that boxing doesn't reward vibes, it rewards who's ready when it matters.
I am not thinking about fighting or any of that stuff. I am just here enjoying my time here in the cold.
What are we expecting from Ryan and Barrio? You know, you beat Ryan recently. Devin was very outspoken about how he looked bad in that fight. What kind of Ryan do we expect coming into that fight versus Mario Barrio?
I don't know. What are you guys all expecting?
So when you stack all of this together, the picture gets clear without getting simple. Ryan Garcia's side is built on volatility, belief, and moments where emotion sharpens into something special, while Mario Barrios' side is built on repetition, durability, and being the same guy no matter how loud the room gets. The press conference showed flashes of the best Ryan, the honest Ryan, the one who sounds dangerous when he stops performing. Algieri broke it down like a scout, reminding us that talent without consistency is a gamble, not a plan. Connor Ben stripped it down even further, saying reliability beats brilliance when the rounds start piling up. And Rolly Romero, in his own chaotic way, tied the whole thing together by laughing at the uncertainty and daring you to pretend you know what's coming. That's why this fight feels bigger than rankings or logic. It's chaos versus control, urgency versus patience, belief versus habit. One guy needs to prove he can stay locked in when things get uncomfortable. The other needs to prove that staying uncomfortable is his comfort zone. There's no clean prediction here, just a real collision of identities that's going to answer uncomfortable questions for both careers. Drop your take in the comments, let's really talk about it. And yo, don't ever forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. See you in the next one.